Hey you guys, this is Oninous from Oninous Gaming. I am back in Space Engineers. Let's play survival mode. Survival mode. Anyways, we're still working on our hangar down here, trying to make it look glorious. Glorious. So, basically, what I'm going to do is, because the way this is going to end up looking down here, I don't want a sharp edge here. I don't want it to go straight up like a building, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some slopes on there, put the floor on there, and then go back. I'm still going to slope up from here, cut off that rock, put a passage there, put a control there, put some doors over here and stuff like that, so you can get in from the airtight hangars and get in from out here if with an airlock. I think it'll look really good. So I hope you guys like the idea. So yeah, whoops. No, I don't want a quick load. Um, yeah, so I mentioned in my last episode that I've been doing some Twitch streaming lately, and I thought you guys would. I would think you guys would. What? No, I don't want to commit suicide. What am I doing here? I'm usually so good at the rotation game. There we go. Um, so I did a Twitch stream of Empyrean Galactic Survival. Um, didn't have a tremendous number of views, but actually I didn't have any views because I was really just testing things, and I kept popping in and up and on and off the Twitch stream. Um, I'm using OBS, and I'll tell you, OBS is probably the number one. I still need to set up a lot of stuff with my Twitch stream because I really don't know much of what I'm doing there, but OBS is amazing and I think the forerunner of all the Twitch software, the streaming software that people use. I still have to learn a lot of stuff about it, like scenes and animations on the screen and stuff like that. Um, do I want this to integrate flat? I don't think I want this to integrate flat. So we'll go like this. And then do this. Bam. Just like that. And that. And this. See, I'm usually pretty good at the rotation game. I don't know what happened there. All right, we got a long way to go with this. So yeah, this side over here is mostly aesthetic. It's not going to be completely useless because I can see a use for having this stuff over here. Now, 6 will come down, and I may have stopped one short over there, but yeah. So yeah, you guys, I would really like you guys to comment and let me know what type of games and or content that you would like to see me add to my channel. I possibly have somebody else who's going to start doing some more content or some content for my channel. Maybe some older games, maybe some videos on tutorials or reviews on software and or how to do things on the computer. God, I just made that sound like I'm hella old. The computer. Yeah, I have a ton of college degrees in computers, so I am actually my specialty is actually network administration and network security. Um, but and I am by far not behind the times. Anytime I've always like heard people say, "Oh yeah, I'm this, that, and the other thing," and I'm like, "Really?" What is the last Microsoft server operating system that you used? But yeah, it's just it always seems like questionable, and they're like, I know about computers. I have my A plus certification, and I'm like, oh, so you were born in the '60s or '70s? But yeah, it's kind of funny. Basically, we're gonna slope up from here. This is where we're gonna go up. So let's go ahead and do that slope. No. Did we? No. We want to. Ooh, yeah, actually, that was the right one. Look at me. I is good. Um, and we'll just go flat up against it like that. I'm not really concerned about sloping that more right there. 6. Bam. 5. And I'm sure I'm spinning these blocks like the hard way sometimes. All right, and then this one is going to be right there. So I think our transition is just going to be kind of abrupt. I think we're going to have to come back before we transition that. Just so we can get it looking good and get everything pieced in. And we'll need a 7 or 2. Whoops. Come on, I can't see. Yeah, maybe a solid block there. We want it to look good. But not that good. No. Maybe like that. That doesn't seem so bad to me. That doesn't seem so bad. And then we'll just come out with 4s from here. Ooh, world save. Nearly had a heart attack. Alright, and then the slope will be right here. And we will use a 6 here to start that slope. Oh, I just had to mute my mic. Excuse me. I just had to sneeze. Sorry. Alright, so there we go. That kind of looks like a natural slope. Flows a little bit. Alright. Alrighty. Nothing will go in there. Alright, whoops. Hello. Alright, so then we're going to put this slope here. And then go back off of that. So yeah, I mean, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Everything's got a block in it. It's kind of hard to see when it's wire mesh, but I'm actually kind of surprised. The performance isn't that bad. I know that unfinished blocks cause a lot of lag, but I'm not getting a lot of lag. On the other hand, right now, my video card is overclocked to the absolute maximum. So, especially when, in order to get good performance, if you have to do something like that, you know you're right around the corner from having to buy a new video card. So you might as well, um, uh, death stroke, get a death stroke out of your current, your current hardware. I haven't quite decided to overclock my computer way too much, but that may be coming. That may be coming if things get hard to, if it gets hard for my computer to handle it. Okay, where am I going here? There we go. All right. So yeah, everybody's, I know the old stuff is like a Core i5 and all that stuff, and um, the new stuff is what, the i7, and or it's damn close, or I think what the i9s are coming out or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah, I have a I have a Q6600 that natively runs at 2.4 gigahertz quad core, and I have it overclocked, um, which it's kind of what they call it, or what I call a soft overclock, because it's my motherboard does automatic overclocking, but it over it naturally overclocks it to. I mean, if you use the onboard overclocking for the motherboard, it'll overclock it to 3 gigahertz per core. So I actually have that, instead of having the motherboard do it, I have it automatically set to doing that, or manually set to doing that. I have all the settings in and streamlined, and unfortunately my memory is not tolerant to overclocking, so I have to keep that running at 800 megahertz uh, dual channel, um, which stinks. I mean, I could go with a faster memory, but at this point, if I go with a faster memory, I might as well just buy a new computer, especially because, quad channels out, and um, all this stuff is just, they've got some insanely awesome technology out there right now um, for memory and stuff like that. Um, I've had this computer for years. I bought it when the processor was brand spanking new, and I got what I thought was the absolutely most ideal uh, setup for it, for overclocking and stuff. But I never needed to overclock it more than 3 gigahertz. When I first got it, 2.4 gigahertz was like the fastest you could get, unlike any processor. I mean, not overclocking, but that's the fastest stock speed on any processor. So I was like, oh, this is great. I'll just run at that. And then after a while, I started overclocking it. But uh, now it's very different, and especially because like you have processors that have 6 cores and stuff like that, and it's like, whoa. There's 8 cores. There's some impressive stuff out there. I've worked with a server that had 24 cores, I think. Pretty nuts, pretty nuts. And I mean, the Intel Xeons. I mean, it's great for a server, but not for a gaming PC, really. But yeah, it can be nuts. All right, so let's see if we can get this wall hashed in, because we're going to have to go right here to get around, at least to get around that. So that's as I need energy. Baby Jesus, save me. So what do you think, guys, with the progress so far? And girls? Pretty impressive, huh? We're going to be adding more down in that area there, and I think it's going to be primarily defensive, like as far as turrets or stuff like that. It's just going to be a kind of an area to defend the base if need be. Mm. Just taking a sip of the coffee. It's basically, I run off of coffee nowadays. All right. Yeah, so down here, that's gonna be. I'm reserving that primarily for defensive capabilities, if need be. Um, Now I might go ahead and cut a swath straight out from here on the floor on both, from both hangar doors, and replace that with heavy armor blocks, so we don't have to worry about any type of thruster damage when you're ascending in or descending into the hangars. And So that'll cover that. But this down here, I think we're just going to trick it. And I think what we're going to do, play it safe, go back one more, and then go like this.